You're listening to Opinions and Beer. I prefer mead. You sent me to hell, Jason.
I really just want to make everybody jealous.
I'm a person from Earth.
Listen, what are we talking about?
I reckon it sounds like Opinions and Beer.
You're the smartest dumb guys I've ever met.
I guess so. I mean,
I can literally
Tony Hawk just congratulated him for hitting the 1228.
Yeah. I could just talk about that. There's all kinds of different
Tony Hawk and all kinds of
spins
stuff's
and shit.
happening.
There's a 45-degree angle, then there's a 90-degree angle, and then there's 120 is right after that, and then the 180.
Is it 120 then 180?
Unless it's like 125.
Hello, this is Opinions and Beer.
It might be 135.
We're your hosts, Adam and Eamon.
Have you ever had someone 135 all over your head? Not 90s, but 135 all over you.
Today is a fun episode. Today's a fun little episode. We've got 3 beers here. They're all... Well, here... We've got a fun beer. We've got fun beer. This is our 98, 99, and 100th beer to review on the show.
Oh, wow.
And I wanted it to be something special.
It's not important, but it's also very important.
It's important, but not. It's not the 100th episode, but it's the 100th beer.
Yeah,
so
this
now
is also the 100th beer that we've ever drank a piece. So, this is it.
Ever.
This is it.
I know that is disappointing now. Like, maybe we should have started the show as soon as we started drinking beer.
Yeah.
Well, you were ahead of me, so I would have had to caught up, and then we would.
It'd be like
continue from there.
Yeah, and then no, it would have been bad. Because we would have hit like 100, like it's like, oh, and as soon as we turn the mics on, it's like, oh man, 100, that was nice. I guess we're at 101 now, and people are like, what? I thought you were at 97. They're like, no. We actually progressed through both of those phases.
So today's beers of the day.
Okay.
Got a few. And I'm going to kind of go over...
Wait. Look, hey, we definitely need to talk a bit about the beers of the day. We always need to do that. But I think there is another issue that we need to touch on right now.
What?
And that's we gotta do shout-outs for the social medias.
Be sure to follow us or join us on our Facebook group at Opinions and Beer. Follow us on Twitter, on Instagram. Follow Eamon on Twitch. Follow him on Discord. You can.
Oh yeah, if you type that in though, it's X Eamon X. So it's like
Eamon X.
Yeah.
XAEMON X.
Thank you guys, appreciate that.
And then just follow us. Let us know what beers you like, what we should drink. Obviously, we get a lot of Texas. Region, like Texas only beers, but I mean, if there's like a some sort of generic, not generic, but maybe like a beer that's craft, but it is also a wide released beer, maybe like some of these imports or something that you want us to try, let us know.
Yeah, we've actually got some really good ones lined up that we haven't been able to go out and get yet.
Yeah,
but probably not too much longer from now, we'll be like hitting the road and hitting a couple of these places up.
Yeah.
And we'll be drinking some phenomenal beers along the way, including some of the like super secret beers.
Super secret beers.
That like the way that they're made is not even talked about.
Not even allowed to be talked about.
Yeah, they probably just like pour it into a barrel in their backyard. And like it's in a trash can or something, and then they're just like, nope, it's super secret. You can't know anything about it.
Super secret futuristic beer. I want to bring us back to the days of old with the beers of the day.
The beer of the day.
Beers of the day. So we're gonna start. All 3 of these beers have something very in common with each other. I'm gonna go through it as we go.
Okay.
The first beer, which I call the original, is Hoegaarden. Hoegaarden Belgian White It's a Belgian wheat beer. It is at 4.9% alcohol by volume. I believe if it has an IBU rating, it's really low.
And you're sure that this is Belgian?
Yes.
Wouldn't they just say Hoegaarden then? Isn't it
Hoegaarden?
Hoegaarden?
It's Hoegaarden.
Hoegaarden. How do you did you Google it or whatever?
Yes.
Did the Google Translate and it was like Hoegaarden?
But no, I think somewhere they used to have it on the box where it shows you how to pronounce it. But it's Hoegaarden.
What if you looked it up and then it started reading it back to you and it was like, your mama ho.
Your mama ho. But let me I'm gonna run real quick to talk about what it looks like.
Oh, the beer? Yeah, I can do that. Easy. So, it's in a good old-fashioned style bottle. It's a little bit fancier than most normal ones. It kind of looks like a European style bottle that goes with the Belgian wheat style. Period. It says that it is naturally cloudy. I'm kind of tempted to check and see that for myself. Do we need a pop top?
Yeah, it's a pop top. That's why I had to run and grab me a pop.
I think I got one right here. I'll just use yours.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's nice. The packaging looks weird. It kind of looks like Angry Orchard style packaging, but that doesn't matter.
Has a nice golden Belgian crisp color to it.
Oh yeah, I love that color.
Nice head.
So it's saying that it has bits of coriander and orange peel. And we will see if that is an accurate statement or not.
Looking pretty good. Belgian Ale. The original Belgian wheat beer. I call it the original. The original. So, Hoegaarden has a weird history. The brand itself was kind of bought out by...
Oh, it instantly just tasted way worse.
The name was bought by Anheuser-Busch.
Oh, okay.
But I guess the German label Anheuser-Busch, not really the American label.
So, I want to talk about how this wheat beer tastes different than other wheat beers. This one, the wheat is coming through pretty
Belgian.
good. Pretty good, yeah.
This is like how a Belgian beer is sort of supposed to taste. You know, like that's why
Yeah, it's like it's the crafting process was nice.
Yeah.
Or it actually is one of the ones that, because usually the ones bought out by Anheuser or whatever.
Well, I think it's like I'm not sure how far Anheuser's hands are in it.
Yeah.
I just know they bought the brewery.
Yeah, they want to make money off of it, not necessarily run it like Budweiser or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I understand that. I'm saying usually most of the ones that they own or whatever, they do dip their hands in it, and they get like almost an unnatural tasting beer is the end result,
Right. Now, while we still, I want to have all three of these on the table. The next one comes from Miller Coors. It is Blue Moon.
Blue Moon.
Sitting at 5.4% somehow. It is a Belgian-style wheat ale.
Oh, we didn't even talk about the Hoegaarden is 4.9.
Yeah, I mentioned it when I
okay.
Opened it. Everyone knows Blue Moon.
It's not very cloudy. It says naturally cloudy. It's not very cloudy. Oh, I'm sorry. We're on Blue Moon now.
Blue Moon.
We got to mention a random beer fact in between. What's a random beer fact about Belgium?
I'm about
wheats?
to tell you.
Well, because you were going to say a second ago, you were like, wait, but Belgian wheats, that's how they're made. Blah, blah, blah.
Well, that's the taste. I just like the I love the taste of Belgians. I can't describe the taste, and that's why every time I drink a Belgian, and I make you drink a Belgian, I'm like, can you taste it? Can you taste what makes it a Belgian? Can you taste the flavor? There's a distinct flavor that makes a Belgian ale Belgian that I can't describe, and I just want you to tell me you've tasted it.
It's probably like a mixture like honey with it, honestly. No,
I don't think it's honey.
It also has coriander and orange peel.
But no, I mean it's like I think it's the wheat taste. It's that wheat, or the type of wheat that they use. That weird.
Almost 600 years ago, in the Belgian village of Hoegaarden,
I wonder why Blue Moon's
a
darker.
band of monks experimented by adding oddball botanicals from halfway around the world to their traditional wheat beer, and then they created the country of Belgium, Holland. Belgiumia.
I'm gonna try this Blue Moon.
Belgiumia. It says to swirl and enjoy. Did you swirl?
I forgot. Oh, that's what I forgot to do.
Yeah, that's why you're not getting that traditional Belgian.
Well, I mean, I
flavor.
tasted it still, but then again, I poured it in a traditional Belgian glass.
So, here's something for you. Blue Moon, immediately on the side of it, it says brewed with Valencia orange peel. And I remember
They changed it.
I remember the very first wheat beer that I had was a Budweiser. It was like an orange brand. They only did it for a little while, but they did like the wheat style orange like Budweiser, right? And it also had a little bit of traces of like the orange peel as well.
That's
and I
what
wonder
it
if
is.
that's
They
the flavor that's coming
changed
through.
it.
What do you mean?
Blue Moon changed that. That's why it looks a little different. That's why it was raised to 5.4. I can only assume. Anyways, Blue Moon, Belgian White, Miller Coors. So, funny story about Hoegaarden. The guy who ran...
Which, by the way, I know that most people don't like Blue Moons, but I actually really
The
like
guy
Blue
that
Moon.
ran Hoegaarden
Okay.
sold the recipe to Miller Coors and sold the company to Budweiser. So Budweiser got the name. Miller got the recipe. These two are technically the same beer.
They're the same
Made by-
beer, except one is Miller and one is an affiliate of Budweiser.
Budweiser. And then Budweiser went and obviously made their brand of Blue Moon being Shock Top. But I mean, it's slightly different and doesn't follow the same. It's not from the same family as these three.
Are these
I think
are
this
any
one-
of are any of these tops shocking you?
No.
Okay. What did you? I mean, I'm trying to get what you're saying is a big difference here because I'm not tasting too much of. There is obviously a couple of key differences in between them. Like this Blue Moon has a stronger aftertaste. But
Yeah. Hoegaarden, I think the Hoegaarden might be. I was trying to tell you that the Hoegaarden is close to dated, and I think they're releasing it. They're not releasing it regularly anymore. I think they're releasing it seasonally almost. It's hard to find.
The Hoegaarden
find.
is definitely a lot more smooth, a lot smoother.
That's what I'm saying. I think Blue Moon. I think they changed.
but in a sad
didn't
way,
used
it's
to be-
like
this used to be coriander,
okay.
and I think Blue Moon might have. I have to look it up if Blue Moon changed the recipe and it made it this different orange instead of coriander.
Okay.
But I didn't notice that until recently. 'Cause it used to
No,
say-
they have this plastered on there really big, like they're trying to advertise that they changed it.
yeah.
Which in the bigger brands like that, they're constantly doing little tweaks here and there, changing everything.
So because of that, the Blue Moon, you're obviously getting orange compared to the more coriander, orange-like notes in the Hoegaarden. But the Hoegaarden has more of a it has more of a crispier beer flavor. This one has more of like a lighter orange flavor.
You know, another thing that we have to acknowledge is that not every orange type tastes the same either, especially the orange pills. Like, some of them are a lot sweeter than the others, and that might be why they're citing the specific type of orange pill that they're using in the two different ones.
Yeah.
And that might be what is the determining factor here.
I'm telling you, it used to be. I mean, let me Google this. Tell me, tell me what you think about the difference between these two so far, though.
Okay, so far the main difference that's noticeable is that Blue Moon has a stronger aftertaste, like a heavier feeling. It's a heavier beer. The Hoegaarden or Hoegaarden, however you'd like to pronounce it, is a lighter beer. It's visually lighter. It's not as cloudy as it says. I'd say the Blue Moon is cloudier than the Hoegaarden. Hoegaarden is a little bit runnier, kind of like you would imagine a Bud Light taste. So
maybe they did mess with it down.
So also, I think we need to bring up the fact that there's all these new Natty Lights out too. You saw all the posts that people were making on the Facebook group, huh? About all the new Natty Lights.
I think they secretly changed it because I'm looking at the stuff, and it used to. The old bottles used to have the same coriander orange peel, and now it just says Valencia orange peel. Like, they did change the labeling a bit, but I can't prove it because there's no record of them changing the recipe.
Well, yeah, they would obviously delete that before they posted the new one. So here's the big difference between these two beers is when are we having the Nat off?
No.
Yeah, they
Anyways,
want it.
so I got
100 number 100 beer needs to be Natty Light and the different spicy natty flavors.
I can't do it.
I know. That's why I said I would do it.
I know our our opinions in beer group had the natty guy, and the one dude was like, the one dude threw it, he dumped it in the sink, and the guy's like,
I laughed so hard at that.
The other dude's like, I wanted that.
Yeah, I would have drank that.
I would have drank. That's my favorite beer.
I was like, all right, well, Nat off. They're calling for it.
But so we got the original, the sellout, and now the reboot. Celis White.
Oh, I've had Celis White.
Well, now you can have it again.
Have I had it with you?
No.
Where'd I have Celis? I definitely had Celis White though.
So this is Celis White US. It's the same guy. Celis comes from the guy Celis who invented Hoegaarden. Was the owner of Hoegaarden that sold to Budweiser and sold his recipe to Miller. He actually just recently tried to sell the American Celis to Miller.
I'm laughing so hard because I don't remember where I drank Celis, but just like literally like it feels like a couple of weeks ago.
Well, these are the last cans you can get in this area.
Oh, for the Celis White?
Because Celis White US just went.
Well, what's up with this sticker that they have on here?
Because it's a single can. I can only find it in single cans. It was the last single can.
Really? Where'd you pick this up at, if you don't mind me asking?
HEB and in between here and.
Oh yeah. No, I know what you're talking about. So this says brewed in Austin. So
yes,
the Celis is in Austin.
Well, yes, Celis US.
Celis is obviously a Texas derivative last name.
Celis US, because there's a Celis UK where the guy's from. He came to Austin and made a brewery in Austin.
Okay. And
that's Celis US.
So was he originally from Belgium?
Yes.
Belgium?
Yes.
Okay. Pierre Celis? Oh, look, he just died. Or, well, I mean, relatively not long ago.
Well, whoever's running his
1925 to 2011.
whoever's running his company,
Do you think he sold out to Anheuser-Busch right before he died?
probably
Like
whoever ran,
like 2008 or something.
whoever's running his company.
Okay.
This is supposed to taste like Hoegaarden and Blue Moon.
Oh shit, dude. So if you're looking, now this is actually very interesting. So what you folks at home cannot see right now, but we'll take a picture. We'll take a picture and upload it. Is that these three beers? The visual difference is so telling, and it looks like the Celis White is the perfect mixture of these two beers. Like Hoegaarden is very light, Blue Moon is darker, thicker, cloudier, and the Celis White is right in the middle of it. It's a little bit darker.
I was thinking
But
that
it's
too.
not,
Yeah,
and
I was
it's
seeing that.
and it's cloudy, like how the Hoegaarden claims, but isn't. It looks like what you have is somebody who took their recipe. Obviously, Anheuser-Busch watered it down.
Yes.
It looks like it's watered down. Blue Moon didn't have the correct recipe, so they weren't able to nail it or whatever. And then this guy went home. He took his recipe home and then remade his beer that he liked.
So you want to see if it's the better of the three?
I don't think it's going to be better. I really don't. But I think I know that I know where I've had Celis before. Very recently, I had a Celis porter coffee porter,
yeah.
and that's what it is.
Yeah, the porter.
Wow, if that's not a super interesting wheat beer, guys, that okay, so here's the big difference. Hoegaarden, I could not taste this and be able to tell you that is a craft beer.
Okay.
I wouldn't be able to do that. And I know it's not. It's supposed to be an old style Belgian. Blue Moon, you can try it, and it obviously tastes different than most beers because it's a wheat beer, period. So it has a very unique, different taste. Celis, as soon as I tasted it, you can tell that it is a craft style beer.
Yeah.
And that's because there's so many different flavors that hit you all at once, and they're not chemically or anything like that with like what you get with a lot of these main manufactured beers.
Yeah.
Like it's very natural flavors, and they're very aromatic. So
4.9. Brewed in Austin in the tradition of Belgian brew, Master Pierre Celis. This wheat beer is like the man, legendary in his original recipe. First brewed by Pierre back in 1965, his signature wheat beer sparkles with remnants of coriander and orange peel that will take you back to the true taste. The first taste made famous. The true taste. So that's a shot.
yeah, I
That's a shot taken.
really would love to have like a big giant slice of orange to like
Right.
squirt in here. Like that would be perfect for this.
Yeah.
And these, man, it's really good. I like but don't let me say that is like a definite like better rating. Like the taste is very interesting, and you're like, oh, that's an interesting flavor. That's a craft beer. Like, boom, like instantly you can say that. It doesn't mean that it tastes good. It doesn't mean that it tastes better than Blue Moon or the Hoegaarden, though. Hoegaarden is actually, it has a phenomenal taste. It's super easy to drink. It's like really easy to drink. Like it's so smooth. But you could say it's almost too smooth.
Yeah, especially when it starts to warm up.
Yeah.
When it warms up, it's one thing about Belgians. Is it weird how different beers are? Like these Belgians and IPAs.
It does still have that sweet citrusy flavor though. Whenever it's that's the one reason why I'd always like if I had to pick between like a Budweiser and like another type of like watery beer, I'd definitely go with this one because I like the orange peel in it.
Hoegaarden. Hoegaarden was like the first beer that was bought for a birthday party of mine. That's when.
Oh really?
So yeah, that was the first. First,
That's such a strange opening beer.
it was. I think it was just kind of. Yeah, I think it was random. I don't know why it was. It must have been Hoegaarden and something else.
Well, it was crafted by monks. Does Pierre claim to be a monk?
I don't know.
Because look, this is what it says. Almost 600 years ago in the Belgian village of Hoegaarden, a band of monks experimented by adding oddball botanicals from halfway around the world to their traditional wheat beer. So
maybe he stole it from them.
Yeah, I was going to say that doesn't that kind of seem like they're trying to make it sound like this was brewed by monks?
I know, because you know why? Because the Trappist Belgian beer was brewed by monks.
Yeah, exactly. They're trying to pretend like it's like.
Do you think
Trappist.
Budweiser wrote this new stuff?
Hell yeah, they brought.
Because they are, like I said, they are.
And then this guy's like, "This is actually my recipe. I made it. I made it for the other beer."
When you look it up on Untapped, it shows like a year by it, which means that these are released. Hoegaarden is now released yearly, so it's not a all around beer anymore like it used to be. So I wonder. I feel like that must be something from Budweiser than doing it.
So, there is one thing that I do want to say though, and that all Belgian wheat beers / ales they suck. I'm sorry.
They suck.
They all suck.
They all suck.
No, I'm just kidding. They don't suck.
You haven't
it's
liked
just
one?
They're not for me. Like I do like Blue Moon, and I really liked the taste of the Celis White. Hoegaarden is an easy to drink beer, but like none of the I wouldn't go to any of these like probably over like a good stout.
Yeah.
That I'm used to.
You know what's crazy? Speaking of what you're saying right now,
Yeah.
Because I randomly talk about beer now to everybody, obviously, and then,
because it's a conversation topic.
And there was a Pepsi guy who was saying he went to Portland or something.
Yeah.
Or was it or Seattle? It might have been Seattle.
Okay.
And he was saying, there's
we're looking at you, Seattle.
there's like a brewery on every corner and blah blah blah, this that and the other. And we're talking about beers or whatever, and I was telling him about some like stout, like I had this and I had this and blah blah blah, and it's like I don't really like stouts. Like what?
Yeah, well, I mean, no, dude, that's what some
Like,
people just.
He's more into he's more in just IPAs or some like of the lighter ales or
See,
something.
and I was really starting to think that the genuine IPA enthusiast or whatever just didn't actually exist. Like I felt like that was a rumor started by like people that were angry about hipsters. Because I hadn't seen anyone.
Can we admit though that
I would say that, dude? No,
okay.
I would say that me and you are probably the only people like that genuinely kind of like IPAs in this area, and I didn't even like IPAs before we started doing this. So,
like, who else doesn't like it?
No, that's what I'm saying. I don't think that other people actually like IPAs.
We always hear people drink Hopadillo.
Hopadillo, you'd say? Well, I know that Justin would. My buddy Justin.
Yeah, it's a popular beer. It's an IPA.
Yeah, but that's only around here, though, I thought.
Did you know Carbach, I think, sold to... You can't tell nobody because they're going to be disowned by the other people, but I think Carbach just sold to Anheuser.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That sucks, man. Because I really liked Carbach's brews.
Yeah, I think Carbach sold to Anheuser so that they could be distributed
wider.
Yeah. Apparently St. Arnold's won't do it. He said St. Arnold said, "Fuck you."
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Like St. Arnold's.
St. Arnold said, "Hell no."
I wish I liked more of St. Arnold's beers.
Well, they
have some.
They
good
don't
ones,
release. They don't release a lot of their beers like they do because they do that. They do the New Beer Wednesday thing, and they'll run that down, and then that's it. And they have their store beers.
So you pretty much have to go to their breweries to get the full. Yeah. So I mean, it makes total sense. Why the hell would they sell out if they're making all their monies off of the in-house brewing?
Yeah.
Sounds like more like somebody just wanted to like open a restaurant or something, but their passion was beer. So
Right.
I don't know. It's a cool thought process.
I don't know. There's a lot of brew pubs and that don't can their stuff at all. They don't can it. It's just in-house only. Just don't sell food and.
Well, I mean, I don't really like the whole the flavor added of the canning process, anyways.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of the good crafts that we've had and like local stuff, like the can flavor doesn't come through too much, but if it's been sitting somewhere for a while, then it definitely comes through. Like you have to have it very freshly from a brewery not to get that aluminum taste or whatever to it.
Which apparently there's a new canning process. I'm not sure of the process, but they're saying that's why a lot of breweries are now favoring cans, is because the canning process is apparently not affecting the flavor as much as it used to.
Really? I wonder how much is affected by like aluminum imports, like tariffs and stuff like that as well.
What?
Well, you know how like Donald Trump recently was like doing an aluminum tariff from other countries, whatnot. I guess to promote more use of
you think that's
American
why
aluminum.
every 4-pack of beer is $12?
Oh, I don't know. I honestly don't know how that would affect. I did hear
I don't
something
think so, 'cause
like
Founders can sell a 15-pack for $12, so
Well,
I think it's.
I do know that I was looking at pictures like whenever worked for 7-Up, they were posting pictures of stores up north that like right whenever they hit the tariffs hit, how they had like upped their taxes on the beers for like $2. So like a 6-pack of beer, not beer, but of cola was like fucking like $12 or something.
Is that what's happening with us?
Possibly.
Oh, is that why the prices went up? Because aluminum went up?
Probably not. This is all speculation.
I just don't know. How greedy are corporations?
Corporations are pretty greedy, but I mean, it's not like people imagine corporations as being just like one big rich asshole up at the top, and that's not really how it works. There's like a full board of people that all go off of their shareholders' decisions. Like people I'll email them, and then they will speak at like a venue with like other people that have the exact same power as them, and then they'll come on a mutual agreement and vote or whatever. Like
Right.
That's usually how it works. So yeah, they're all greedy, but like, I mean, they're all made up by like people like us. So, you know,
Who's the real greedy
Yeah,
ones?
look to your peers. Like, look to your peers if you're worried about that.
I know. What do you think makes us do this stuff?
What?
Be greedy.
Be greedy? What makes people greedy? Probably that they feel like they don't have enough self-validation, so they feel the need to have better things. They're not satisfied with where their life is, so they feel the need to have things that overcompensate to make up for what they're lacking in other places, like their heart. These people have no heart.
No heart at all.
Yeah. So
We have heart. Opinions and beer.
Yeah.
I'm drinking 3 beers and it makes me feel like these are light beers. Maybe I didn't eat too much. Are you feeling good?
Well, here's the thing: is I actually haven't drank probably since like the
Me
last
neither.
time we recorded.
No,
So,
yeah, I've held back.
yeah, and that's been about a week and a half, guys. So I was drinking a beer every day. So
Yeah.
So we've been cutting back, but honestly, like I was saying, I feel like initially I thought that Blue Moon was the heaviest, but I think because of all the aromatics and all the different flavors hitting the Celis, I feel like that may be not heavier as far as body, but as far as taste-wise, the taste is so much more intense that it almost feels heavy. And,
Yeah.
as
It's
weird as
basically-
that sounds, you know.
Basically, Celis, because look at Celis, the alcohol percentage is the same as Blue Moon, as Hoegaarden. I feel like this Hoegaarden.
Should I just pour the leftover
don't do
Hoegaarden into the Blue Moon?
The Hoegaarden.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna drink it halfway down.
This year's Hoegaarden is watered down. It's watered down Celis.
Yeah.
It really is. It's watered down Celis.
Yeah.
I'm so mad.
I would say that it's like
What's weird?
Okay, so they offer two unique flavors on the Hoegaarden: coriander and orange pill.
Right.
Are you getting either of those?
Maybe coriander.
And I'd say that I'm getting a little bit of the orange pill. I don't know coriander taste off the top of my head. Isn't it like earthy?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm getting mild earthiness. Or is coriander like a spice almost?
It's definitely a spice. Is it the?
It like makes your tongue bubble.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Here, I'll bring it up. That way, we don't seem like total idiots.
Yeah, but the I don't know, man. Like when I drink these separately, I prefer Hoegaarden. But like when I'm drinking them side by side, I'm like, wait a second, maybe.
So you don't like Blue Moon at all, right?
No,
Like if I feel
I
like
like Blue Moon.
okay.
I do like Blue Moon. Blue Moon. I know.
Oh, look, they're saying that
Shane.
coriander is referred to as Chinese parsley,
Parsley.
and that it's very similar to cilantro.
Yeah, so like a spice.
Yeah, and you look at it, it looks identical to fucking cilantro.
Yeah.
Now, like that looks like cilantro. That's weird. It's identical to cilantro.
Celis. I probably prefer Celis. I think you get more beer, a more beer palate out of Celis.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing is it's like we're trying to review like craft beers, and there's obviously out of these three only one tastes like a legitimate craft beer.
Which two of these technically aren't craft anymore. Like, one of these used to be craft. Hoegaarden used to be craft. It's obviously not craft anymore. Blue Moon is fake craft. What the craft beer industry calls fake craft. It's literally it's literally big beer disguised as craft beer.
I would say that Blue Moon
on purpose.
Blue Moon, its thing
Purposely
is
just-
is that it comes through like I taste the orange like crazy in Blue
That's
Moon.
what's
But it's the one that kind of is like
mean,
almost a chemically taste. It doesn't taste as natural. You know?
Maybe we should have put Blue Moon against Shock Top to see who's brewing the better fake
who's the better faker?
craft beer.
Who can fake it till you make it?
Maybe Miller, dude. Miller might be on.
I don't think I've had a shock top.
But then
Well, I have had
again-
a shock top, but it was when I was already really drunk.
But then again, Budweiser owns and produces and makes Goose Island. Goose Island is Goose Island is technically fake craft. So and they make that bourbon barrel beer like yearly or something, and so
Which one is that though?
Goose Island.
Yeah, I don't even remember.
They're
that one.
originally like a Alabama beer company.
Okay.
And Budweiser sort of bought them out, and
I think we're not doing an interview right now. I am kind of getting tipsy. That'd be fucking shit.
And they still make like the bourbon,
like, sir, how big is your
bourbon
dick?
stouts and stuff, and people argue about it on the craft beer communities. They like, no, that sucks because obviously it's Budweiser bourbon barrel aged stouts.
Obviously.
Oh my god! You know what's funny? No, I told that dude that posted the video of him throwing the can into the sink.
Yeah.
He posted it on our thing because in the craft beer group he was in, they deleted his post, and like people got mad at him for throwing the beer into the sink. But it wasn't because he threw it in the sink.
Is it the same guy that poured the beer?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Is that all he does? Is he goes to different pages and he's like, "Hey guys, Here's a beer. Guess what? Fuck this beer. Fuck that beer.
Well, no, it's just natties, but because
He did throw it into the.
But because-
he threw it in very aggressively.
but because
I liked it. I thought it was good.
be-
See, guys, this is why you got to post videos of you like
It started a
slamming
big,
shit into
well, it starts-
sink on the Facebook page.
well, it starts a big everything starts arguments. So it's like the craft beer purists are like, get this trash off this craft beer thing.
Oh well, I
And
drink
then-
out of my can.
And then the
If I can make fun of the craft beer community all day. Oh god.
and then the other people are like, let them enjoy what they want to enjoy.
Yeah.
You know, whatever. So it's just kind of funny.
Fucking guys drinking
What would
grape,
you,
grape juice out of a trash can.
What would
It's
you
like,
rate
this is
these
my new beer.
beers?
Okay,
I guess
so,
starting with Hoegaarden, the original, or the
Ooh.
original remake.
I'm gonna be. People are gonna be real mad, or they're not gonna be real mad, but I'm just letting you guys know. I'm gonna rate these beers very harshly because I do not like Belgian white ales, wheat ales. So Hoegaarden is honestly the better out of Blue Moon and Hoegaarden. Hoegaarden, I believe, tastes more natural, probably because there's more water to it than anything else. So it gets a 4. My vote.
4 for Hoegaarden.
I'm also going to give Blue Moon a 4 because they're about the same. And though Blue Moon, out of normal beers, I would recommend Blue Moon over some of the other just
Every beer. Every adjunct. That's the other thing.
It's
Blue
the
Moon's
closest.
an ale.
It's the closest
Blue Moon's-
fake beer.
Blue
or
Moon's
whatever.
like the only mainstream ale. Everything else is a junk lager. That's
Yeah.
kind of what sets Blue Moon apart.
Yeah, so it does have a different, distinct taste on the beer aisle, on your average beer aisle. Celis, I don't know if you can get this on your average beer aisle, but if you can, I would definitely suggest trying
Maybe
it once.
Right now they're going through these people, whoever ever owns Celis can't manage their money properly and have to try to sell the company. But apparently they're going through a bankruptcy phase right now, which is why you can't get it on the shelves anymore. These are the last cans.
I'm not gonna
until
lie,
they
this is
can
probably
rebrew.
Celis is the best canned beer I've had. I've had this and I've had their porter, and out of these are the 2 cans that I've tried that I'm like, I don't even mind. There is a very slight metallic taste, as comes with any canned beer, but I feel like this beer is so good it makes up for it. I'm gonna give it a 6.
Okay.
But that's because of personal preference. If I were completely neutral, I would give it probably an 8 or a 9, which is probably one of the highest canned beers I've ever given. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I really, really dig the difference and the
But
like
you hate Belgians?
yeah, man, fuck them.
So, man, how's this? At some point, we're gonna have to try Chimay Blue. And
Okay.
If you hate Chimay Blue, then we won't drink another Belgian.
No. Dude, it's part of the job.
No,
like I'll try these beers. Like
I'm just saying, but because I think
I've heard a lot of good things about
Chimay Blue is probably
Here, I actually have one on my
the
notepad.
best Belgian.
Let me see.
It's a lot of people think of it as the best Belgian beer.
Chimay Reserve
Yeah,
is what I
blue.
was told for us to go try.
Yeah,
So Chimay Blue, I'll do it.
yeah. Chimay Blue is
Look right underneath that is the Trappist monk beer.
is generally known as the one of the best Belgian beers out there that you can buy at the shelves, other than the fucking monk beer that you.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Wait, so is the
It might-
Trappist monk beer considered a Belgian wheat?
Yeah,
Is it really?
yeah.
Wow. So So this is what it is. These
Might
are
be a,
all
might be a Belgian
knockoff.
Tripel.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's like triple. Anyways, yeah.
No, you please.
Triple,
You have to remember that
Tripel,
for
like
one,
double and triple.
for one, our listeners probably don't have
Usually-
as much beer knowledge,
Usually has more alcohol than
or they have more knowledge. Like,
what it would regularly have and stuff like that.
but I feel like all of us get into our weird spheres, our
Yeah.
bubbles. So we need to mix all of our bubbles together. That way, we have universal knowledge, more mutual universal knowledge. You know,
Right.
because I guarantee most of our listeners, you know, like they might like beers that we haven't even tried yet. Though we've tried most of them now.
I actually agree with your ratings. 4, 4, 6.
No.
I'm completely agreeant.
But look, I'm definitely doing this. Oh yeah.
Oh man, he's mixing the beers.
So what I did, and I'm going to tell you right now, this is instantly going to be an 8. But I mixed the Blue Moon and the Hoegaarden, which are the two ones that are supposed to be around the same that made.
There's a brewery
Celis.
that mixes like
All their-
half their menu,
all
is
their
mixed
beer,
beers.
yeah. At the end of the day, too, they do. I've seen that like some of the breweries,
Yeah.
they'll sell like trash can beer for $2, like at whenever they're just trying to clear it out. They'll just mix it all together and fucking be like, "This is it, beer of the week." Then it's on sale, so I mean, you know, can't be too mad. But let's see how it goes. So mixed together, it just tastes like a smoother, watered down Blue Moon. It's like a smoother, watered down Blue Moon.
Well, smoother, watered down Blue Moon. That's just your opinion.
That is my opinion.
And that's fine, because all we have here are opinions and beer.
We are a million and billion.